Hey there, Start here, back again with another level 99 no mods clear against the Harpy of Unknown Origin. Not even really sure how you pronounce that name. Podarge? 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 Don't know. Don't really care. Let's get in here. No modifiers. Here's the team. So the core support squad is the same as my previous clear, but this time we're going to just take a couple of older DPS units. We're going to take Chizuru because Chizuru loves wind, and we'll bring Olive just because Olive is great. Both units are fairly old now. They've been around. Hopefully you got those lying around if you're just trying to clear this out. Kaito's back because he's great for this. I will do a level 99 clear, no mods clear without Kaito at some point. That'll probably be my next clear, actually. I'm going to try and get my Ingus back in here because I think he'll be really good for this one. Elena is there tanking, and for the leader skill, I will do a no mods clear without Elena as well. Again, that'll probably be my next clear that I do. Bulwark is just fantastic for this trial because he has all the killers. He's got the wind imbue, a lot of support skills for Clash of Wills. Like, Bulwark is just a really good unit for this fight. I wish mine was EX3 because I would love to bring him into a rank 1 clear, but I don't think I'll be able to swing it because he's still 100 shards away from EX3 for me. So I don't think I'll be able to feature Bulwark in a rank 1 clear, but maybe, who knows. And then Sylvie, of course, is just doing Sylvie things. She's amazing. So again, the gear hasn't really changed much from my previous clear. Kaito is largely irrelevant. You can ignore most of his gear. He's not going to do any relevant damage. Elena, very similar build to before, just, lots of bulk, decent elemental spread. I believe the elements you need to focus on are wind and dark on this one. But yeah, it's mostly non-elemental anyways, so you don't really have to worry about it that much. But yeah, if you are looking for the specific elements, it's wind and dark for this one. And then in her Brave Shift form, again, you want full damage, so a lot of high spirit gear, and then just, whatever killers you can fit into her build. She's not capped on everything: 200 Avian, 300 Demon, 200 Fairy, and 300 LB damage, and that's all I could give her, and that's enough. All right. Chizuru doesn't really matter in her normal form, can be whatever. In her Brave Shift form, however, you want her full on damage. So, I gave her all my best cow gear. As much killers as you can. Chizuru is pretty difficult to build for killers on this one because none of them are her, match her innate killers. So she's only got 175 Avian, 125 Demon, 200 Fairy. It's very hard to build her for killers, but as you're going to see, it's okay. She's still going to do just fine. She does have the cool Smile Vision card. If you don't have it, don't sweat it. It's really not that big of a deal. Just put the best vision card you have in this slot. All right. Yeah, preferably one that has killers. I think this one has Bird Killer in it, which makes it really nice for this trial. But yeah, if you got another vision card that also has good killers for this fight, that'd be good. Like, for example, the new one that came out on the previous banner that has the 100% all 3 killers. So if you got that one, put that on Chizuru for sure. All right, Bulwark, his gear is largely irrelevant as well. No one should be taking any really appreciable damage in this fight. I think there's one turn where there's some uncoverable magic attacks, but we've got so many mitigations that it's basically reduced to nothing, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Sylvie is once again going to be playing the part of the Evade Provoke unit here, and so she does need to be Evade Provoke in both forms, I think. Did I forget to do that? Yep, let me just really quick. Perfect provocation, and is she? Yeah, I need 20% more, so let's just real quick. Sorry to have to do this. Because she is going to be in her normal form on turn 1. Just needed to make sure that I've got that. So yeah, that's all she really needs to do. Provoke, evade in both forms, and that's it. She's just supplying support for everything else. So Olive is another unit that is surprisingly hard to build for killers with this one, because really the only innate killer that she has to this boss in her kit is the bird killer. She does have avian killers in her kit innately, but no demon, no fairy killers in her kit innately. So it's a little bit tricky to build for her, but it's okay. We'll be just fine. Clash of Wills gear here. And then just, yeah, whatever killers you can fit in there. Battle Intelligence is good because it has 50% to Demon and Fairy. Supernatural Subversion. This actually comes from the current Cow shop, the current Clash of Wills shop, which does attack and mag 50% and 50% to Aquatic, Demon, Fairy, Reaper. So pick one of these up if you can. And then, yeah, this card I just picked. Yeah, this is always on her, really, but it has 100% Demon Killer, so that's kind of nice. All right. And then, yeah, so she's got 275 avian because she's got a lot of bird killer innately, but her demon's only 200 and fairy is only 100. So yeah, she's lacking a little bit there, but 300% LB damage, and yeah, as you're gonna see, it'll turn out just fine. I will be using my olive just like an EX2 olive here, so it's gonna be a 4-turn kill. So an EX2 olive will work just fine. So would an EX2 Chizuru, to be honest with you. So yeah, either of those, they don't have to be EX3 to make this work. All right, let's get in here and see how we get this one done. All right, so turn 1, we'll just go ahead and do Tempest Tempo. Just go ahead and imbue everybody, and then we'll do Bulwark's theme to go ahead and unlock his triple cast. Kaito can go ahead and do Crashing Waves, Deep Submersion, and Destabilizing for some morale fill. All right, now that he's imbued, Sylvie will do Burgeoning Defense. She can do Elemental Vines and Elemental Petals. Actually, nope, sorry, we got to do Burgeoning Defense. We've got to do Compassionate Night. And then we're going to do... Then we'll do Elemental Petals, I think, because Elena will provide the magic mitigations, but we might want some physical mitigations. Not that anybody should be taking any physical damage, to be honest, but yeah. All right, Elena will do... her cover. Don't use her provoke because Sylvie's going to provoke. Sanctuary of the Azure Crystal, and Shelga for the magic mitigations. Okay. Chizuru, she'll go ahead and do Eastern Winds for the Katana Imperil. We will do... we're not going to worry about Orochi Blade. We'll do Strong Samurai Spirit because that does some morale fill, and then Focus Strength for the Mirage stacks. Yep. Olive will go ahead and do her LB. Okay, there we go. Sylvie's going to evade everything. Too easy. So this boss does do a fair amount of morale at you, and it sort of increases over the course of like a 3 or 4 turn rotation. So you do have to kind of keep your eye on the morale gauge, but as long as you're keeping it over 100% for a no mods clear, you should be fine. Alright, Kaito on this turn, so we now have access to Torrential Downpour, so we'll go ahead and use it, and then again just Destabilizing Deep Submersion for morale fill. Bulwark, he's got triple now, he can do Hurricane Harmony, Chirrup, and Moogly Mixtape for morale fill and to maintain his triple cast. Alright, Elena will do her her normal form LB. We're going to prepare to do her Brave Shifted LB on turn 4 for a big burst. Chizuru is going to shift. Alright, this might be the first time I've ever actually used Springwing Blade for anything, except maybe like the event where she came out. But yeah, this does a ramping amp on herself, up to 100%. And yeah, we're finally going to use this thing. It's funny because I think it's literally like the only time, you know, I've ever used it. Okay, we're gonna shift, and we're going to do Poach Demon on Olive. All right, we'll do I've Got Your Back on Olive to refill her LB so she can do another LB. And wait, no, we're not doing Poach Demon this turn. No, because our burst is, what am I doing? All right, we're gonna do I've Got Your Back on Olive. Poach Demon is next turn because duh, we're doing our burst on turn 4. So we're just gonna do I've Got Your Back and double Cheerful for morale fill. That's all we need. All right, Olive does another LB. That way she has her her big mag store unlocked for next turn. Okay, so there you see all the single target physicals are evaded, all the magic damage is tanked, no problem. This boss is fairly toothless. All right, Bulwark is going to do Sacred Symphony, Chirrup. Let me just check. That's supposed to last for 5 turns. Yep, just double checking. And we're gonna do the. We don't need the Fairy Killer. What do we need? We need the Bird Killer. Yep, that's the only one we haven't accounted for. So he will do that. All right, Kaito. We'll go ahead and do Torrential Downpour again. Actually, no. Sorry, he's going to chain with Chizuru on this turn. Chizuru is going to do Devastating Samurai Slash for the bigger Wind Imperil. Okay, now you'll notice on this turn the boss does not have any defense buffs up. So on turns 3, 6, 9, 12, you know, multiples of 3, the defense buff will be gone. So you can use physical damage dealers all you want, and even mages. So even you see there's no magical mitigation. So you can still use physical DPS or strong mages or pure mages if you want. You just want to, you know, do their big bursts on turn multiples of 3. So 3, 6, or 9. So we'll have a chance to do a little bit of damage here. But we do not want to push the 75% threshold. All right. We absolutely do not want to do that on this turn. So we're just going to try and get close to it without going over. Elena will shift. She'll do Grace of Procyon. We're going to do Blessing of Sirius, not because we're going to go ice, but just to fill up her LB. All right. And then we can do Crystal Echo for the buffs for the party. All right, Sylvie. Now we're going to use Poach Demon. We'll put that on Olive. We're going to need to do Paladin's Defense for some Mirage for the party to make sure no one takes any damage next turn. And then, yeah, we can just do. Yeah, we'll just do Cheerful Paladin for some more morale fill. That works. Okay. Olive will do Fiery Splash, Brilliant Splash, Sky Sea Shooter for the Bird Killer, Gunner Guardian, Fire Cannon, Fire. All right, and then Kaito and Chizuru, they'll just chain it up and do a little bit of chip damage here, just to put us in good position to kill this boss. There you go, perfect, 80%. This way we're not in any danger of hitting a threshold. All right, there's the single target stop, but we used Sylvie for the stop immunity, so we're good there. All right, so there's some of the uncoverable attacks leaking through, but with all the mitigations, we take 0 damage, so very, very easy to get through that. All right, so now we're ready to kill this thing. Okay, Chizuru is all charged up with her 100% amp. Olive is ready to go with her big mag store. All right, everyone's imbued. Bulwark, you know, if you want, you can just make sure everyone is, you know, imbued and ready to go. You do Hurricane Harmony, Sacred Symphony, and whatnot. But since we've already done all that, we'll just add him to the chain count here, the chain list. And Kaito. All right, we should still have our big killers. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, so we still have our big killers. Good to go. So he can just chain as well. Sylvie will do her Brace Shifted LB for the buffs and the mod boosts. And yeah, we're just gonna unload on this boss. Should be good. Okay. Should do way more damage than we need to. Oh, I realize what I'm forgetting. So, make sure you don't forget it like I did, or like I almost did. All right, so yeah, we do need to do Unpredictable Tide on this turn because the boss has put up those that undispellable defense buff again. So we'll just do Unpredictable Tide, another Torrential Downpour to make sure killers are in place, and then yeah, whatever the final action can be, whatever. Okay, so we want to get rid of that defense buff there. So we've done Unpredictable Tide. All right, now that's gone. Now we're ready. So Bulwark and Elena will chain together. Olive and Chizuru chain together, obviously. Okay, and let's go. All right, should be pretty much a crap ton of overkill here. Yeah, 3.6. So we're doubling, you know, the amount of damage needed to kill this boss right there. Okay. Unless they've changed the base HP stats. I haven't actually checked. I should check that because I know last Clash of Wills the base HP was 3 billion, but that's usually because it's just the last of the year. But I should check to see if they've gone back to a 1.8 billion HP. But anyways, there's the spread. Chizuru almost killing it all by herself, and then Olive, you know, obviously doing quite well there. Elena just doing some chip damage, as is Kaito, and yeah. So now, yeah, I guess Chizuru did do an extra little bit of chip damage there, but that's how we got this done, easy peasy in 4 turns without Malphasie. This boss isn't particularly difficult just to kill for a level 99 clear, but I will try some more budget teams as well. I think the next team I'm going to do is like an all physical team, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So should have at least, you know, 1 or 2 more level 99 no mod clears for you guys. If not by the end of the day today, then at some point over the weekend. So hope this helps you guys, and thank you so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.